You're getting bit.
There he is. I guess I don't need to. I guess I don't need a chum.
You know, even though he's a good buddy of ours, it's really like going on a charter, which is something that I really haven't gotten to do a lot of, you know. So going with Walker, one of my favorite things to do because he's just so professional, organized. He's got everything dialed.
Oh, they're all over the chum. 30-pounders. Oh yeah! Get that fly out there. Oh, get the fly out. Oh my God.
You're going, baby.
I can't help you. I'm hooked up.
Yes! Look at that guy.
That is a shark.
That's the biggest fish I've ever caught.
I thought you said you had
Got him, relax.
Oh, dude, he just ripped my boat off.
The Saltwater Experience, presented by Yellowfin, with Captain Tom Rowland and Captain Rich Tudor.
So tell us, Scott, we're gonna go out and catch the pilchards, obviously. You're getting us all prepared for something, so tell me what we're gonna do.
Big run of pilchards out on the Hawks channel.
Yeah.
A lot easier to catch them than in shallow water.
I'm really looking forward to seeing you do that
turns.
because this time of the year, man, I'm lost on the pilchard, so that'll be cool.
We got a couple buddies out there already looking for them. Turns and frigate birds.
Yeah.
We'll go find them and then we'll take care of business real quick. Throw a little sand in the water, get it dusty, and we'll catch 300 or 400 of them. And then we're half an hour away from tuna galore. Full moon, they've been biting every day.
They have.
From sun up to sundown. They have not been picky, and I believe we should be able to get them up
Now,
in a frenzy
you're
enough to
seeing
catch one
only
on fly.
blackfin?
Skipjack tunas are gonna be mixed in.
Skipjacks?
They love the live baits just like everything else. But
Okay.
we can
Good.
use those for a live bait, maybe catch a big shark or.
Oh yeah.
Who knows, a blue marlin might
I
be
bought
out
a
there
big
today.
rod for you.
Did you? Okay. We got a harness?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
I figured you
Who's
wanted
in
to
charge
charge
of the
that
harness?
big.
I
About
like a
this
big
time.
rod, but I need a harness.
All right.
I told him you
Only
wouldn't mind
minutes
pulling
away
on something
from,
really big, so.
I don't mind.
Your dreams to come true.
Okay, well, I love tuna.
It's right.
I wouldn't mind eating a tuna or two.
Got a sharp knife. We can take
the,
care of that. We'll get a piece right off the
Sort
bone.
of
for
fresh
you.
organic produce, right?
Yeah, man.
Well, Scott, take the wheel. You're the man.
I like that, and I'll take full responsibility.
Walker, you know, he's just a consummate professional. He's ready every time, you know, we tell him we'd like to go fishing with him, or he calls up and says, hey, you know, this is happening, whatever's happening. Show up at the dock, man, he's got it really streamlined operation. He's got the boat iced, drinks, you know, on the boat, all the tackles ready to go. You know, even though he's a good buddy of ours, it's really like going on a charter, which is something that I really haven't gotten to do a lot of. I mean, all the charter and I've been on the other end of the boat, you know, so going with Walker, one of my favorite things to do because he's just so professional, organized. He's got everything dialed. If he tells you he knows where the fish are,
Well, that's the
boom.
thing is, I asked Scott, hey, what's biting? And he immediately said, you know, blackfins. We can go catch 20 to 30 pound blackfins all you want, you know, tomorrow, right now. And I mean, when he says for sure, you know, it's for sure. And
Right.
that got me excited. And you know, he said all we gotta do is go out there and we'll catch some pilchards on the way out. You know, either throw the cast net on them, sandballs, and catch 300-400 pilchards, and we're golden. And that's exactly what we did. We loaded up that 36, ran out there to that bait spot he had, and pretty interesting. He's saying he's marking them. Tell me when you want the sandballs. Right here? 2 or 3?
I'll take the filter down there, Kenny.
3 right there. Nice. Want one on top of it?
later in the year, I'm not doing that kind of fishing that you need a bait well full of pilchards. I'm going more towards the shrimp and crabs, the bonefish, permit tarpon. And I always hear about the offshore guys, they're still getting them. I've always kind of wondered how that happens, and that was really my first exposure to seeing how it happens.
What are we saying, Scott?
I got him. Bring a yellow bucket with 2 inches of water in it. Thanks, Kenny.
There was obviously a spot that was happening. We go out there, Scott's been talking on the radio. We go out there, there's several other boats there, and the water is so clear that the bottom machine is one thing, it's great, but you're gonna see a fleeting mark on the screen, and it's already happened as you go over it. We were just looking over the side of the boat, you know, looking straight down, and you could see a cloud of bait moving in 25, 30 feet of water. I mean, it was awesome.
Oh, nice job, man. Woo! Scott, hey, you got him, baby. Nice job.
Big fatties.
You're gonna like these, Tom.
Awesome.
Let me if you need a hand. Whoa, score.
Nice work. And the water was so clear. See that bait, and then the sandball, the whole sandball technique is really cool.
Yeah, that's one of the things where if you go to that same spot, and it's about 20 feet of water, and if you find that bait there and just throw on them without sandballs, most of the time they'll get out from under the net. They'll see it coming. They got plenty of time to get out from under. They're pretty fast. But just clouding that water, throwing a couple sandballs, now they're following that chum and sand mixture down to the bottom, looking down, and that net comes over and covers them. You know, they're excited with the sand and chum going down, and then that just kind of hides the net a little bit, throwing it on top. But that's something that the guys up here, you know, do a lot during the summer. You know, the pilchers seems like during the winter, most of the time they're up close to shore, and then that was late May, early June. You know, as the weather starts getting calm and hot, the pilchers seem to go out to the reef for whatever reason, and as you saw, the fleet kind of spreads out. The different guys are there. One guy finds them, you know, calls the other guys over, and you know, the next day it might be somebody else's turn to find them first.
Right.
But it's a nice community thing, and once everybody got their bait, then it's just a beeline out for that hump. Can you taste the tuna?
It begins.
Nice job, man.
There they were, right in the prop wash. There he is. That's
Oh,
mine.
what a bite!
That's my bite right there. Nice.
Look at him busted. Look at him busted.
They found those pilchards, man. They found those pilchards.
The Saltwater Experience, presented by Yellowfin, is brought to you by Mercury, by Yellowfin, only in a Yellowfin, by Lowrance, find, navigate, dominate, and by Costa Sunglasses, Motor Guide, and Power Pole.
We're coming up on a marathon or west hump. It's unique. It's right here in the middle of the Florida Straits, where it's on the backside 1,000 feet deep, and around the crown comes up to 516. Actually, I've actually seen 490 feet, but it's just getting slammed by the Gulf Stream, and it's creating an upwelling all the time. And right now, with this full moon, it's holding a big school of big tunas. And we're gonna get right on the top of it, and we're stop the boat and throw some live bait out and lure them up from underneath of us. And when they start popping the live baits, we'll pitch into them, and it's gonna be a free-for-all here.
Awesome. We ran about 25 miles out to that west hump, and any of the underwater mountains out here are going to hold tuna at this time of year. But from Hawks Cay, it's just a straight shot out there to that marathon hump. You know, getting out there early, early's great, but having that live bait was the true key. And once we got there, it's just amazing to see the confidence in Scott. He was just just beaming. He knew that once we got there, we had that bait, it was just going to be game on.
Another one?
Got a bit. Wow! Oh, he's off.
Did that take too long?
He's
Come
off.
on.
Fish
No,
on.
no. Yeah, I am.
Let that circle do its job.
No
Got
way.
him.
It's too cool,
Get
man.
this one out of your way.
I'm okay.
That is too cool.
Throw back there. First time they hit the water, boom, down. It's like, that's my experience with Scott Walker. Every time I go fishing with him, it's like that. Of course, nobody is like that every time, but I'll tell you what, I've been fishing with him about a dozen times now. It's been like that every single time. I guess there's no doubt how good he is and how organized and how much he thinks about fishing all the time.
There he is.
No time.
Here, take that one.
Scotty!
Take this.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Talk about getting it done. Man, you are the man.
I get him up on top, fly.
You are the man. Wow. We only needed like 2 baits.
I know Scott Walker does this. I know he wakes up in the middle of the night, thinks about another rig or thinks about another place where he might want to fish. And I mean, his wheels are always turning, always thinking about how you can do better, how you can be more prepared, how you can, take it to the next level. And that's why he's been so successful. There's no question about it. And that's a great example. Pulling up to the hump, boom, first bait's in.
Now, should I keep chumming a little?
Where are we at on the crown? Yes, you still can. You're getting bit.
There he is. I guess
Save
I don't
the
need
chum.
to. I guess I don't need to chum.
Save the chum.
Wow, man.
I was hoping the tuna fishing would be all right today.
Man, Scotty.
When the man says guaranteed, he says guaranteed.
That's the shame that Tommy's fighting a little one still.
These are all, the 20-pound, 30-pound blackfin tunas, and just incredible speed. When you hook into those things, there's just blistering runs there, and going straight down there. We were using that 30-pound braided line with 20-pound fluorocarbon leader, so you had to play them a little light, but putting a circle hook on there so they get hooked in the corner of the mouth, that really makes a big difference on the chafing, so they don't chafe through that leader. But man, that was a great fight. You know, first tuna to get to the boat, you know, get them up there. The look on your eye, first thing you want to do is eat some sushi.
Eat some sushi and also try to catch one on fly. Here he is, right here, Mr. Blackfin.
Is it a nice one?
Yeah.
Fantastic. You got your sushi, man.
I doubt him. That is
You
a
got him?
beautiful fish.
Yeah, look at that. There's one following mine. I can see him following mine.
Yep, that's a big what is it? That's a sailfish, sailfish.
Sailfish.
Is it?
Let's try to get this off and
Done.
Another tuna, nice, right?
It's a 30-pounder. Yep.
Where's that fly rod?
It's right on the top, the hard top.
here.
I guess we need to land a couple though, huh?
Here.
Well, the problem is they're pretty big. Oh, they're all over the chum. 30-pounders. Oh yeah!
Look at
Get
that.
that fly out there. I'm getting out of the way. Oh, get the fly out. Oh my God.
We're going, baby.
I can't help you. I'm hooked up. Just on your fly already. Come on, pop it. Did you ever get yours yet?
No, not yet.
I thought we'd do the fly fishing a little bit later.
The most exciting thing to me about those tuna is watching them bust on the top of the water. And that first pass, when we got out there, you know, we hooked up one, hooked up two, and when we got that, I remember when we got them up close to the boat, the school came with them. And we threw out a few extra, you know, baits out there, and they just started busting, boom, 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 all around the boat. I mean, it was just a frenzy going on. We trying to hook them on fly, trying to do everything. I mean, just so much excitement seeing them. You know, that's an interesting thing to be out in the middle of the ocean. You know, it's about 1,000 feet of water, and then that hump comes up to about 400 or 500 feet, and it's just such a magnet. And there's fish, you know, all over. But to see that whole school come up to the surface right next to the boat, man, that's really exciting.
All right, you know what? Let's catch these.
Want to land those and then just go strictly fly?
Yeah, we'll go right to the fly while we
That's
got
probably a
load
good
them.
idea. Scott, is that pretty rare to see them fall like that?
Yeah.
I mean, like a
Beautiful
school.
fish.
But like I told you,
Look at that thing, man. That is
That's a
awesome.
nice-
Nice tuna, man.
That is
about it.
awesome.
that's 15.
God, I love that.
I got mine right to the surface here. Look at them.
Ah!
Look at this one.
I'll bust their
Woo-hoo. That's a nice one there.
Tom, you might want to grab a gaff for Richie's.
Nice light tackle. Big fat fish. Look at that.
That's a nice one. We went with the 4-0 circles this morning. Look at that.
Right,
He's
right in the
hooked
corner.
in the butt.
Yeah, that's smart, man. Yeah, look at that.
That's
Look at
a good
that
fish,
tuna,
Richie.
man. Woo! Look at that purple stripe on him. What an awesome fish. Yes, sir. Mr. Scott Walker,
You
nicely
can bust
done.
that hook out and put that rig right back to work.
Wow.
Nice.
All right, I'm eating sushi tonight. And I'm not even a sushi eater, but I'll eat a little of that. That's nice.
That's a beautiful fish, man.
The Saltwater Experience, presented by Yellowfin, is brought to you by YETI Coolers, wildly stronger, keep ice longer. Bass Pro Shops, your adventure starts here. Quantum Rods and Reels, fishing at a quantum level. And by Loadmaster Boat Trailers, Marine Formula Staybill, Plano, and King Sailfish Mounts.
Oh, it was awesome to see that first pass. You know, we went by and immediately got bit. And then second pass after we caught those fish, we went back around. That current just drifting us over that hump. So we'd set up
Ripping us
uptide,
over.
ripping. Yeah, it's probably a 5-knot current, and just ripping us across that hump. Then we'd run back around, and you see that every boat that's out there doing it. You had about 4 or 5 boats that were all live bait, and they were doing the same thing, going up tide and drifting. Mostly the charter boats. They, you know, spent the time to catch that live bait. So everybody would come back around on that pass, and while we were coming, you know, to find that perfect spot for the drift, you just look ahead and see the next boat in front of you hooked up.
Right.
And you know, watching that boat up there, he's got a double or triple header on, and you're just like, wow, this is gonna be exciting. And you know, we got up on that second pass, threw him out, and again, just boom, boom, boom.
There they were, right in the prop wash. There he is. That's
Oh,
mine.
what a bite!
That's my bite right there. Nice.
Look at him busting, look at him
They
busting.
found
That was those
pilchards,
15 we
man.
just threw out.
They found those pilchards. Let's throw a couple more scoops.
Oh.
We might be able to get one on fly. Nice.
top there. Clear that. I'm not sure what happened with that.
Oh, they're eating everything back there. Fish on.
Got him. Nice job.
Oh, they're following them right behind the boat here. Let me go down. I'll just go down low.
I'm coming around too.
right.
I think I got a fish.
No, drop it back, drop it back.
You know, 2, 3 on at the same time. You know, just so exciting. You know, when those tunas come tight, it's the power of that first run, especially with that braided line. It's amazing the speed and the power that they get.
Yeah, man.
It's nice to see.
That's probably gonna wear you out.
I'll make room for you guys.
That was really cool. See that little pack of bait, and just the way, you know, it was just hiding under the bait. As soon as you kick that bait school out, immediately, boom, they came up and started going after it. You know, the real key with those tunas sometimes is they have huge eyes, great eyesight, and that's, you know, that perfectly blue, you know, clear water out there, so they can really see things well. And going down to light fluorocarbon, that's been a big trick for us. If you go too light, they're going to chafe you off. But you know, the guys that are using the light fluorocarbon are definitely getting more bites. We're using about a 15 to 20 foot leader as opposed to a short one. And I like the braid. You know, that's probably the first time Walker's really used braid for the tunas. And again, you know, the advantages that I liked about the braid out there is we could cast that little pilcher a long ways if we saw one, you know, busting on top of the water, which we did. Sometimes they're a little out of range, and you know, that light braided line is going to give the distance. And we're also able to use a smaller rod and have the line capacity we need.
Yep.
So, you know, that was a good rig and a lot of fun. Nice!
Yes,
look at
sir.
him.
Little scary
Look at
there.
that
Good job. That's a big fat
Straighten out my
tuna.
hook.
That's a big fat tuna. Well done.
Very nice.
Such an incredible, look at the fins on those things. They just fold back like just perfectly hydrodynamic.
And the dorsal.
And the
Little hook.
dorsal, yeah. I love it.
Opened
Look
up,
at that.
didn't have much left in it.
Look at that, you can't even see it. It folds into
I
that
know.
slot. So look at that.
That's full
That is
speed ahead.
unbelievable, man.
Full speed ahead,
They
right?
Yeah,
all-
look at these little fins
All
here.
of them go back.
They go back and
They're
forth.
always
That's how
turning.
that's how they're turning.
It's
Always
unbelievable.
turning.
Look at that, you can't even dig it out. It's down there so good. It's unbelievable.
All right.
That's a perfect fish.
I'll pull yours out for lunch.
Nice job, Scott. We get all kinds of questions about boat maintenance and engines and stuff like that over the years. I'm not an expert mechanic, but I've been fishing for 20 years and on boats all my life, so certainly I've figured out a few things that work and a few things that don't. One question that Pam sent us, she messaged us asking, do I always have to use ethanol-free fuel every time I fill up my boat? And that's a great question. Water gets into the fuel tank because of the ethanol evaporating, and it causes lots of problems. So nowadays, I think there's over 5,000 ethanol-free gas stations around the country, but still, that doesn't mean there's one around every corner for you. It's also more expensive. Average station down my way, it's like 50 cents a gallon more for ethanol-free than just regular unleaded. So my solution to that is I don't always put ethanol-free fuel. I fill up at the cheapest gas I can at the gas station when I'm there, but I always put this ethanol treatment in there. I use a Stayball brand, trust it, used it for years, and I put one of these in every time I fill up. That allows me to feel confident that I'm not gonna have problems with my fuel system, and it saves me a few bucks on every fuel up. The other thing is, if I'm not going to use the boat for a while, I will put in this stable fuel stabilizer. I'll put this in my ATVs, my chainsaws, anything that I'm not going to use for a long time. Run this through before you put them up, and you are assured that it's going to start up when you use it again. That's a big advantage there. The best thing you could possibly do with your boat is use it a lot. Using it consistently, it keeps everything running good. But if you're not going to use it, use the fuel stabilizer, use the ethanol treatment, and you're going to make sure your boat starts up when you want it to.
The Saltwater Experience, presented by Yellowfin, is brought to you by Hawks Cay, the only key you'll need. By Florida Keys and Key West, come as you are. And by Corrosion Block, Under Armour, Scott Fly Rods, and Fraybill Fishing Gear.
Such a great opportunity to have a day like that with somebody like Scott Walker, where he's like, hey man, I don't have anything to do tomorrow, but the weather's so good, let's go do something, man. And that's a passionate guide. What do they do on their day off? They go
fishing.
fishing, man. That's a passionate, successful guide. That's the kind of guy you're looking for when you come down and book your trip. And that's Scott Walker. He's definitely that guy.
That is a good one.
Is that a 30-pounder?
Woo, he's pretty heavy.
That's
I'll tell you
30-pounder.
You
Look,
did
it's
good.
Dwarfing, Richie. He's been working out.
You did good, man.
That's the one we're looking for right there.
Look how thick he is.
Oh, man, he's finishing up this yellow with this bright.
It was cool for me to get out with Walker again. You know, it's 15 years ago, I mated for him and went out there. He's the one that taught me that blackfin tuna fishing, and I really haven't done it probably since then like that. You know, we've gone out a couple times and thrown the jigs and trolling here or there, catching one or two. But that was the first time in probably 15 years since I've gone out and really done it right at the right time of the year with the right weather, with the right bait, and seen a really good tuna bite. You know, brought back a lot of memories and, you know, just a great experience and something that you know, he taught me all those years ago when I was mating for him. There he goes. He's
Look at him go!
Hey man, great job. Well done, bro. Well done.
Scott, as
Good
always,
stuff.
$200
man, a
pilchards.
pleasure. That was fun, man. I love that.
What a great outfit.
Tell you what, let's clean up. I've had enough.